everybody, welcome to Review Time with Islip. I'm Islip, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Warbotron W01B set, Heavy Noisy. I honestly thought it was just called Heavy Noise, but yeah, as I was getting ready to do this review, look, not Heavy Noisy. So yes, here we have Heavy Noisy's box. It's green. It says Heavy Noisy. Holy crap, you can see me. It's a very nice box. Again, I'm going to keep the boxes because they are cool. It's got a nice window so you can see the figure once you got it in there. And of course, it comes with another one of these sleeve things. Which you can put together to form a bigger image. So if you look, we've got Airburst and Heavy Noisy, and what looks to be Heavy Noisy as alike, and here is their Swindle, I guess, over here in the building. This is going to be big. So, yeah. I would not mind having a poster. Just a big poster of that. That looks really nice. And you get the little, is this a comic book? Yes, you get the comic book that doubles as the instructions, and you will want to look at the instructions. I mean, a lot of the transformation is kind of, you know, it's just easy to do, but there is some parts which are not quite so intuitive is the word I'm looking for, and you don't want to break your figure. Trust me, especially as much as you're going to end up paying for it, you do not want to break this figure. So, and again, there are parts where you're going to have to loosen. And he's got another one of those little cards. And let's go ahead and bring out Heavy Noisy, aka Warbotron's Brawl. And it's a really, really nice looking truck where the pin is coming out. Why are you coming out? Any other pins? Okay, the rest of your pins are fine. A nice looking, what's that, truck? Tank. Hold on, let me get my lighting back the way it's supposed to be. Just to make sure that we don't have too much in the way of dark spots on the figure. Too many shadows would just kind of suck. So, here we go. Hopefully that looks good. Yes, it does. And he's a nice little tank. He has no wheels, so he will not roll. The turret will turn to a point. If you pull it up some, you can get a much bigger array of movement from the turret. You can also point the cannon up. So, yay. Oh, I almost forgot to put this up. Oh, actually, that's for the gun mode. So, but yeah, he's a nice tank. Yeah, there's not really much more I can say. It's just a beautiful looking tank. I love it. He's got guns, which you can take off if you want to just have the tank. You can put the guns in the front holes if you want to. There are even holes down here, but you can't really do anything with them because of the covering. And yeah, let's go ahead and, well, let's bring it in and just let you take a look at all the details. I mean, this is some good detail work. This is some, they could have skimped out and went light with it, but there is a lot of details. I mean, even underneath there's a lot of details, although that's mostly because that's robot. But yeah, that's really, really nice. So transformation is fairly easy, and I'm pretty sure you can do it with this thing on, but we're just going to take it off because it'll make it easier. And put it to the side for now. This comes over to the side for now. And you're left with this thing. So what you want to do is, first thing you want to do is pop that up. It pegs everything together. You want that popped up. You want to come over here, slide this. Slide those out, put them to the side. Come over here, bring these up, and go ahead and bring them around. You might as well just go ahead and bring them around because they will make the feet. And if you don't do this now, you'll have to do it later, and that's fine. So you've got this weird looking thing. Let's see, what are you going to do? You're going to bend the legs and the arms like this so that the fists come out. Do that again. See, like that. Take these, bring them around, bring them around. Take this and flip this out. Bring this up, and when you bring it down, it will catch. Flip it out, and then bring these bits back so it'll fill out the back of the legs. And that is actually the whole bottom of the robot already done. So then you want to come up to the top, and you're going to bring this down, flip the head up, take this piece here and just flip it up. It just kind of fits in right there. It doesn't really, yeah, it frictions in. Okay, go ahead and bring these around like so. And then this is where you're going to need to turn the screws on the inside of your figure's arms a bit, because if you don't, you will not be able to get this in all the way or pull it out. If you do get it all the way, you won't be able to pull it back out without breaking your figure. So you bring this out. It's very tight. Even loosened, it's still pretty tight. You bring the arms down like so. Rotate the wrists here, and you are almost done. You're almost done with your figure. You want to come back here and take this, fold this down, fold this back a little bit, and then you should just be able to peg this in. Am I right? Am I right? Am I right? I am right. You can peg that in, and there is Heavy Noisy in his robot mode. And he looks pretty okay. He's a little weird though. Like he's got, I feel like his arms should pop out on a hinge a little bit further because they are too, his shoulders are too in. But there really isn't any way to do that. His shoulders do come up, but they don't come out or rotate or anything on this, so it doesn't, like it just doesn't, I don't know. When you end up with this, which looks okay, but I don't know. And then you got this big thing hanging off his back, which it's got to be somewhere. I think the original toy had the turret hanging on the back too. You can do this so you can bring it back some, so your arms aren't catching on the back, but it's just I don't know. His tank mode I love, his limb mode I love, his although there are some issues with limb mode, which we'll get into when we get there. But his robot mode, I mean, it looks great, but it still is lacking. We're just going to take this off because you can use this as a weapon anyway. Let's concentrate on the robot for a moment. You can see again, there is some wonderful light piping. Let's try to bring it down. There is some wonderful light piping and some dots in his visor I had never seen before, but you can see, look at that. That light piping is awesome. And we'll just do the articulation now. His head is on a bit of a ball joint. So you get a little up and down, side to side. It's on this little this little lip that doesn't lock in. Like you can feel it kind of clicking, but it doesn't really do very much. So you can use it for, I guess, extra articulation if you want to. Shoulders rotate at 360. They go in and out because of whatever that joint is. Rotate at the upper bicep. bends at the elbow almost a full, I guess that's 90 degrees. I think that's 90 degrees. And his wrists rotate and the fingers are all in one piece, so they open. And this feels loose now because I've opened it, but it's the only way to get it to do what it needs to do. Everything is still tight though, you know. And he's got like, you can move his arm all the way back like it's broken. So there's that. You've got waist articulation. Let's see, what else? You've got forward. Let's move this back. I didn't realize I had it all the way. Forward, back, out that far. Yeah, out that far. The bend at the knee is due to transformation. Really, like you fold it all the way over. Oh, and I forgot about this part here to help fill out the back of the foot, so it's not quite so empty, open, whatever. Speaking of foot, there's a bit of a tilt here, and you've got that and that, and that's pretty much about it. I think I mentioned there is, that's weird, he's got his thing rotates, but it only rotates in one direction, like it catches. You can rotate it in 360, but it catches when you try to go the other way. And his other leg, like it catches a little bit, but it keeps going. This one though does not. Okay, there we go. All right, now it's going. That was strange. So, like I said, you can take his weapons, stick them in his hands, his guns. Why am I so zoomed out now? I'm like one or the other. It's like I forgot how to do this. Or if you want to, you can take them and put them next to his head. Put them next to his head and then take this. And what you're going to do is you're going to split it. And then this kind of becomes a shield, which you just, like you can see there's two openings there, two kind of metal posts. You just kind of slide that over like that. So you've got a shield. Now we can zoom back out. So you've got a shield for his right arm, and then you can take this and like do some stuff with this. Flip this around for some reason, and you can use this. You can either use it like this, or you can actually use it. Looks like it's supposed to be like a sniper rifle. It's got a sight right there. Flip this around and stick the post in his hand, and then you've got that, which is pretty long, but looks cool. And I think yes. Oh, yes. I'm checking the instructions really quickly to make sure I didn't miss anything with the weapon. Nope, that's right. You just flip it over like that and then straighten his arm, because if you don't, it's not going to work. And yeah, there you go. And he tilts forward. But he's okay. He's okay. I like him. I don't love him. It's weird. I like him, but I like him better than I like the last figure I did, which was Airburst. But honestly, I liked Airburst's modes. Well, I like his robot mode better. His vehicle mode was actually pretty good too, but I don't know. I don't know why this guy rates higher for me than Airburst does. Maybe because he's a tank and Airburst is a space shuttle. Maybe that might have something to do with it. I don't know. And, you know, just because, let's go ahead and bring out the other feller. And there we go. They do look nice together. I think he just looks a little bit better. He looks a little bit better, and he feels more natural to get him into poses. I mean, he's not so chunky in the legs, unless you've got his guns on the back, but he's not so chunky. So he just seems easier to pose. This guy, his legs keep bumping into each other, and I don't know. But I guess I don't know, I can almost get him into a satisfying pose, but I don't know, he just pulls it off a little bit better, if I'm honest. But as I said, they look pretty decent together. Let's get him out, and we will get him into his limb mode. And if you're wondering why I'm doing the limb modes, but you're not seeing like the feet and the hands, is because this figure didn't come with any feet or hands. You get that with the main bot. So we're just going to save that for the main bot. See, go ahead and all you're going to do is transform him back into a tank. Literally all you're doing is transforming him back into a tank. And, well, it is what it is. So, turn him into his tank mode. You just go ahead and reverse the steps that you did to get him into robot mode. Leave those flaps out for now. And turn the hands whichever way they'll fit best. Go ahead and clip the feet together for now. I mean, you're going to end up unclipping them just so you can put the bits you need to on there. Flip these pieces straight up like that. And get them out of the way. And actually, before we do that, let's go ahead and rotate these bits around. So bend the knees, rotate the bits around. Now you can kind of clip them together for now, just so it's just easier to get everything where it's supposed to be. Okay, bring this around, bring the hands up a bit, and the hands just go into this empty recess. Okay, there we go. I feel like something's off. Something's not right. Okay. Okay, and flip these bits back down like they were before. And then take this and see there's a little L-shaped thing there that goes into this little hole there. Go ahead and slide that in there, and that helps lock everything into place. Same thing over there. And then of course you're going to plug this little piece back in here like that. Go ahead and take these bits and transform them back into basically tank mode. Tank mode. Get them on there. Come on. I don't want to take forever with this. I think I already am taking forever with this. Go ahead and plug that in like so. Take that, flip it around like that. These you can stick back on here. And that's pretty much it. And then what happens is when you get the foot, you open this part here. You can see there's a little circular raised area there, and that will be what you use to hold the foot together. And then that's your foot. So, forgot, before I do that, you gotta take this, and this just comes back here. It doesn't really do anything. It just lies there to expose the combiner peg. And now, we can, so this is roughly where the knee of the combiner is gonna be. I think that's gonna be pretty good, pretty big, can't wait. So, we'll go ahead and end the review right here. So, that said, I'm Islip. This is part 2 of the Warbotron set. This is Heavy Noisy. Honestly, can't wait to combine them all again. This figure's gonna be awesome. But yeah, I got this set on clearance at Big Bad Toy Store. So check them out. You can get the version with the upgraded torso, the fixes, on TF Source. They have it, but it'll cost you an extra like $150 or so. $150, $200. So I mean, there's that. I mean, it really wasn't that important to me. I can still make it work with as it is. And I'm Islip. Thanks for watching. I'll be back with another piece of this figure.